Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this video. I have always wanted to do this video for a lot of color graders who are coming up in this photography business. Well, I always mention analogous, monochromatic, complementary colors. I've never mentioned triad colors before, but I just want to add it to it so that it looks longer. But yeah, this video has been long awaited and I really want to explain what these terms mean in the color theorem or the color wheel. So if you're wondering where this is, I'm here in my Google Chrome. Just type Adobe Color. So let me just show you Adobe Color. Make sure you have internet too. So Adobe Color, right? Then click on the very first thing you see. It'll bring you here and then you get all this interface. So let's explain what analogous colors mean. Analogous. I am tempted to go use YouTube. I'm tempted to go use Google, but I want to explain it the way I understand these terms and how they can help you. So looking at this interface, right? I have the color mode. There's the RGB. There's the CMYK, which is for printers, and there's hue, saturation, and brightness. And there's what LAB. I really don't know what LAB is. If you know what LAB is, let me know down in the comment section below. I don't know all the things there, so I would like to use HSB, which in other terms is HSL, hue, saturation, and luminance, but the B here stands for hue, saturation, and brightness, right? So I can be able to let you guys understand this better. What analogous colors means, or what analogous means, is neighboring colors, right? Colors that are closer to each other. So if I should pick, let me change the hue to red. If I should pick the red hue, the colors that are closer to red is this version of orange, that version of orange, this version of, what color do you think this is? If it is pink, if it is purple, let me know, but I will go for pink. I think ladies are very good with colors, different colors. I really don't know the name of colors, but I know they can work very well when I need them during the shoot. So, and there's this obviously this is purple. There's no doubt to that. Or if I'm wrong, just let me know down in the comment section below. All right. So analogous colors. If I have red, let's say you're booked to shoot, right? And when you get there, the stylist had this, or before you went to shoot, the planning process, the stylist goes like, these are the colors that will be available when we'll be shooting this particular model, right? Red, and also let's say the shade of pink. So what colors do you think will need the background to be? We are looking at colors that are closer to each other, so that we have, or we maintain that particular color theme. What the stylist is trying to tell you, or what whoever said that is trying to tell you, is that they want analogous colors, in the sense that if I should put this and this color together, this stands out because this is red. Well, this is a toned down red with less saturation and less luminance. So if I should combine this color and this color, if this is my background and I have this on the model I'm shooting, these end up being analogous because they are closer to each other on the color wheel. So if you look at the color wheel, this is that, and that is that, and this goes to this one. So they are closer to each other. I can choose to move towards the left or move towards the right, and all these, if I should combine any of these colors together, will work well. Just make sure one stands out and the other complements it. And by complementary, I don't mean the opposite complementary. I mean I honestly don't know what I mean, but all I'm trying to say is one color will actually push out for the other color to stand out more, to make it look better whenever it is you're shooting. So this is what we term as analogous colors. So if I should move the hue to blue, these are the different analogous colors, or these are the neighboring colors to blue. So depending on whatever color you want to combine together to produce such an image, don't hesitate to check out Adobe Color Wheel and just put in whatever color you want and just you'll be good to go. Now to monochromatic. Monochromatic, when you hear of monochromatic, monochrome means what? Black and white, right? That it simply means that colors in the same hue. Monochromatic colors are colors in the same hue. Take a look at the values over here. This is the reason why I changed from the RGB, right, to that of the hue, saturation, and brightness. So if I should move the hue, the main hue here, to let's say a hue of 60, which is this color. Take a look at the different available colors here. If I should take this still has a hue of 60, this still has a hue of 60, that, and it continues. So monochromatic colors are colors with the same hue. Now let me give you the difference. The difference is in the tones. The tones in the sense of the luminosity value, or the shades or the tint of the particular hue you picked up. So that being said, let me show you the values over here. Take a look at the saturation. The saturation also differs. You have a saturation of 87, you have that of 57, you have that of 87, you have that of 57, and you have that of 87. These ones are different because you can see on the color wheel that they are getting closer to the center of the circle. So hence the change in saturation from 87 to 57. But majority of the time the change is in the brightness. Now take a look at the brightness over here. We have 35 brightness, or a luminosity value of 35. We have 88, we have 85, we have 35, and we have 65, right? So these will prove or will move to show you that monochromatic colors are colors of the same hue. If I should move this towards the red, these are all in the hues of red, right? But they have different luminosity values and different saturation values. I hope I've made myself clear on the monochromatic colors. Triad colors. Triad, triangle. Whenever triangle comes in mind, you always know that they have equal colors, right? So triad colors or triadic colors are colors that are of equal distance away from each other. This is best explained with the RGB color mode. So you all know that the RGB is red, green, and blue, right? Red, green, and blue. So these are triad colors. These, when combined, gives you what? A neutral color, which is what? White. I hope I've made myself clear. So combining red and green and blue gives you the color white. When you move this, whatever range of colors is, or whatever colors present here, these triad colors, this color, that color, and this color, when combined, gives you white. I hope I've made my point clear over here. So triad colors are best when you don't know what colors to combine when you're shooting. So if I have some reds available to me, I know the triad colors I'm looking out for will be the shade of yellow and that shade of blue. So this is more into the greens, and this is more a toned down version of the very deep blue we all know. So you guys can see that this is a very saturated red, a less saturated yellow, but into the greens a bit, and this is also a less saturated blue. So always one stands out and the remaining helps the one to stand out, which will be the red in this case. So triad colors, triangle, they are evenly spaced out. No color interferes with the other, so they are evenly spaced out. Always keep that in mind. If you didn't get my explanation, you can check Google too. Google had a very interesting explanation. Now to complementary colors. Complementary colors are what a lot of photographers use these days, right? So if you watched my previous video on color grading, there was a point where I think I mentioned complementary color. I hope I did. Let me remember. So looking at yes, I remember mentioning complementary color concerning the blues, right? So let's move the hue. I think this is a good representation of it. Let's move the saturation. Let's move our brightness too. So I remember mentioning blues using the tone curve, where I needed to add some yellows into my highlights. So what complementary colors mean, or what complementary color is such that they are two opposing colors or two different colors, where if we combine these two colors gives you a gray point, either black or white. They cancel out each other. I hope I'm making sense. So if I have let's say a color like black and a color like white, these are colors, if you didn't know. If I combine these colors, I get a gray point, which is what the neutral color gray. So if I combine yellow and blue together, I will get a gray point, which will either be black or white. I hope I'm making sense. So the complementary color for blue, as you guys can see, also the opposite color for blue, you can put it in different terms, is the yellow you're seeing here, right? So if I should move it towards this range, the complementary color for what? This hue of purple, this hue of magenta or pink or purple, is this green. Complementary color for red is green. As you guys can see, the complementary color for orange is cyan. So they cancel out each other very, very, very well, right? So just make sure you understand the complementary colors that are available, and don't forget to play around with the saturation together with the luminance. You don't always have to have a very high luminance to make your images pop out and all that. So even just take a look at this. This is brown, right? The complementary color for brown, this tone of brown, is this color, and that is this shade of cyan blue, sea blue-ish vibe you're seeing over here. I would love to explain the remaining, but currently a lot of photographers try and stick with analogous, monochromatic, triad, and complementary. So always have in mind, right? Let's see the hue. Let's see that of E. Let's copy this. Let's come to triad and paste it over here. Let's see. So yeah, I wanted to show you this. This has always been on my mind. Normally when you're trying to complement, or when you're trying to make sure your brown pops out the best, or make your brown skin model or your dark skin model or your melanin or chocolate skin model pop out, what you need to do is to add a bit of greens to your image. So take a look at this. The triad color gives me green and this shade of purple. Okay, I think this is purple, getting to the blue region. So I have this, that, and that. I can choose to add this color to my image. If I have a brownish vibe like this, it can be a wood, it can be a door, it just adds to the picture. I can also add this depending on what will make the picture look very nice. Let's see of that of the complementary color. Yes, when I have brown, the complementary color is this or that. You can choose to. This is a shade of green. The cyan is a combination of blues and greens, but looking at this, I think I have more greens than the blue. So if I have this shade of brown, I know to apply the shade of blues, like blue green or green blues, to my image. I hope I made quite a lot of sense here, explaining the Adobe color and the color wheel. One thing about the Adobe color is that if you have Adobe Cloud, you can save these color themes so that you can share to other people concerning colors that you want in your images. You can have different colors of outfits, different colors of models, and your different colors of the background. That is if you're looking at creating very interesting images. But make sure to look out for these colors whenever you're shooting in your surroundings, and this will help you in your color grading processes if you are about to color grade either in Photoshop or Lightroom or Capture One. I hope I made a lot of sense here. Please let me know down the comment section below if whatever it is I said made sense. If it didn't make sense, let me know what didn't make sense to you. I will try and tackle it for you and try and make it make sense for you. Leave me a thumbs up if you found this video interesting. Leave me a thumbs down if this video wasn't for you and wasn't very necessary for you. Don't forget to share this video to other people for them to also understand what the Adobe color is all about and the color wheel is all about and how it can help you in your photography journey. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and this channel is all about showing you the behind the scenes of various shoots, whether indoors or outdoors, showing you how to research in Photoshop and also showing you how to color grade both in Lightroom and in Capture One. My name is Kojo Joey, and I plead don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon, and don't forget to share this video. On to the next one. Peace.